What's up, everybody? We're back again at the Anything But Commons office. I got my main man Dave Ceballos on with us today, and we're going to be cracking some King's Court. We got a whole 12-box case, fresh out the box, sitting here ready to go. And Dave and I are ready to open one up for you, show you what this product's about. It's a 60-card set, all sorts of chase cards in there, from the Slifer to the Obelisk to the Utopic. Really cool collector's rare coming out of this set. You got your super rares, etc., etc. We're really excited to break into it. We've opened some boxes so far, but we're going right through a case for you guys today. Dave, I was feeling this box. I don't know about you.
I always go for the front.
He's a front kind of guy. He's a front kind of guy.
Gotta play it.
Let's see what we can do here. That's supposed to go right through.
Don't break the box.
I almost did. I'm that excited today. I'm that excited. Crack it open, Bubba. King's Court today, guys. We got this very recently at a reasonable price point. Their cases are up around $1,100 to $1,200 now on eBay. We definitely did a little better than that, but it looks like they're still rising between these chase cards in there and everything in between. It's a great product. We've built some decks out of it so far. You can go to our eBay store and check those out. Check on the web as well. Anythingbutcommons.com. We've got some great grades up there on some earlier products. So, Dave, I give you first choice. Which pack you going for, brother?
So here's the thing. I have a theory on this set, and I've had it for a while in regards to all the Yu-Gi-Oh sets. Whatever pack art is the least, I think that's always the rarest one. That has the rarest.
Interesting. I don't know if any of you guys have ever felt that way before. Dave has been opening Yu-Gi-Oh boxes for years, and this is a trend that he's noticed. So I'm gonna let him try and play this one out a little bit if he likes.
So with my girl here.
What's her name?
I'll be honest, I don't know.
We're gonna have to double check that one.
I haven't opened it up.
Let's see if Dave's theory is right. Honestly, I'm just excited to see the new illustrations again. Obviously, Jack's Knight Queen. Oh, look at that. Did I call that? Jack's Knight right out of the first set. We're gonna get plenty of play sets of that coming out, I'm sure. I have no doubt. Wicked Dead Root. That guy's got some real action going to him.
Got a Hyper Galaxy. I think that's a super rare.
Hyper Galaxy coming out of the first
little spell card. There's a lot of really good deck building stuff you can do with this set. There's a lot of seen people doing, obviously, Joker's Wild decks, all the King's Knight stuff, but because they have the new rarities for the Egyptian God cards, they're doing Slifer decks, Obelisk decks, Winged Dragon of Ra, and now with the release of the Slifer and Obelisk structure decks, right before this one, you got a lot you can do with those two specific cards. Hopefully they'll do a Winged Dragon of Ra in the future. I'm not sure they will though, just because that card's kind of a mulligan when it comes to effects compared to the other two.
Are the majority of these cards coming out, Dave, have they been printed already, or are the majority of these arts first go around from what you've seen?
So, obviously, every card in here is a first edition, but the thing about first edition that some people forget is that it's the first edition of that card in that rarity. So, for example, they'll have, let me see if I can find a good one. Americana Extra Joker, that's a first edition card. I think this is the first printing of that card. I might be wrong, but it's also the first edition of this card as a rare, given by the silver text. If it was already a super rare, then it wouldn't be a first edition because maybe they already printed that one 3 sets ago.
There's lots of nuances going on here, ladies and gentlemen. Me personally, I'm in it for the artwork and the hollows because I love the illustrations, quite frankly. I could stare at them all day.
Scrap Twin Dragon.
Scrap Twin Dragon. Scrap Twin Dragon. You can't go wrong hitting new dragons in the world of Yu-Gi-Oh, folks. Whether you're trying to grade or you're putting them in the decks, powerful dragons will always be a thing. Dive in, kid. Dive in. Keep rolling.
That's always my advice for people trying to break into Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, you look at Pokemon, everybody knows Charizard, everybody knows Blastoise, Venusaur. You want to always go for the nostalgic, well-known cards like Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician, but
dare I say the iconic monsters,
the iconic
David?
Monsters, exactly. The cards from the show.
Monsters.
But at the same time, people love dragons. If it reminds you of a dragon, or if it reminds you of Dark Magician, try to get as many of those as you can.
Imagine all those dragons, huh? Sorry, couldn't help myself. Face card fusion coming around this time, guys. I forget what that does on TCG Player, but it will work in a couple of the decks, so I'm not upset either way.
What I hope we can pull at least from here is a collector's rare of one of the Egyptian god cards. I'm hoping Slifer. That one's my favorite. That one's my favorite of the trio.
That is a heck of a chase card. Now go deeper with that a little bit, Dave, because there's a couple different Slifers, right?
Yeah,
Just like
so
there's a couple different obelisks.
In this set specifically, they have what they're calling a Pharaoh rare, which is basically on the. Let me see if I can find a. So on the monster card here, where the star ranking is, there'll be, for the Egyptian god cards, the Pharaoh rares, there's little like hieroglyphics in it in the holographic. They have an ultra rare and a collector's rare. The ultra rare is just the regular gold text. The collector's rare, that's the higher value chase card. Same thing, silver lettering, and the entire card has the holo, including the hieroglyphic holo in the star ranking.
We actually had a gentleman come up to our booth at National a couple weeks ago and show us the obelisk Secret Pharaoh's rare that he had hit, and he actually graded it there at National, got it encapsulated by PSA.
Gave me the chance to buy it before he graded it. I should have taken him up on the offer.
It was tough to figure out a value on that pop one, dude, but the point is, right, you saw it right there. We had pulled an obelisk already.
Speaking of obelisk,
We
just pulled, I believe this is still the secret rare. This isn't the collector's rare. We got the gold text here. The one we're looking for is obviously platinum silver lettering, but as you can see here in the little
great card,
in the little star, you see some slight hieroglyphics in there because it's a Pharaoh rare. It's the Egyptian god cards. But even then, this is the second one I've pulled. First one on camera. I'm very happy.
Dave finally got one on camera.
Finally got one on camera.
Bro, you might want to check yourself on that. That's a nice looking card, David. It's a nice looking card.
We got 2 obelisks down. I still need to get the other 2 guys.
Throw your handle out there again.
My personal Instagram is @TexasOkami, TexasOkami.
Go figure, Texas Okami hits another banger.
So I got 2 bangers.
That's what he does.
I'm just hoping I can pull one of the super nice ones, the collector's edition. But hey,
bangers.
I'll take the regular.
Now, which pack did that come out of? Because you had a theory.
That came out of this one.
They got it
out of the one I said. The one out of. Which is weird because I got a lot of these packs, so maybe I'm just.
Your theory is BS, but it happened to work out.
I just have that good energy.
He just has that good energy. Look at the smile on this young man's face, and that's why we love ripping cardboard, everybody. The gods heard us calling for an obelisk, and sure as head it hit. Now, I get stuck with TINDANGLE DIOLES, which has become my favorite card in this set for obvious reasons. I mean, just say the name 3 times fast, and you'll have a great time in itself. You don't even have to watch
it
anymore of the break. It does. It's like a combination of the monster from Tremors and a tapeworm in Konami fashion.
I think I found my new favorite card. Didn't even know it was in here. Guilty Gearfried.
Oh, I love Godfried in this set. That's a dope card. Absolutely.
And that's new. It's based off one of the cards from one of the shows. I think it was from the original Yu-Gi-Oh series.
If memory serves too, that's a few dollars on TCG.
It's a beautiful card.
It's not a banger by any means, but it is a great card. I love Godfried. Gearfried.
You're thinking Gilbert Gottfried.
I'm thinking of Gilbert Gottfried. I have his voice in my head now. What have I done to myself?
Guilty Gearfried.
There you go. Say his name like Gilbert would. I like that. I got a feeling Dave's about to happen on another banger. If I know anything about it.
I don't know. Listen, I know that Konami's been having quality control issues in regards to limiting the amount of cards in certain packs. It wouldn't surprise me if I pulled something similar to this obelisk out of here. But at the same time, I don't expect it.
Sure.
You know, I mean,
I get it. No, as far as I'm concerned, you hit the card of the box.
I mean, 5th pack.
But not for nothing. This is Joker's Wild. We're looking for Joker's Straight. That's a better card in terms of straight raw value, of course. But even Joker's Wild, guys, as we're trying to build these decks, there's a lot of value here moving forward. So never write off a holo, even if TCG says it's only worth $1. There's plenty of use for these cards.
I think Joker's Straight's the one we've been wanting to hit in terms of competitive value for these cards.
Right.
Think for those of you that have been following Yu-Gi-Oh for a while, for this set, Joker Straight is similar to what Evenly Matched was when it came out. That's the card you're willing to spend if you play competitive and you go to tournaments. That's the card that you're willing to buy a case just to pull 1 or 2 out of them, just because that card was so short printed and so highly sought after. I mean, I remember doing Raw, it was doing $80 a card at its peak, and even now it's still doing about 65.
Which one was that?
Evenly Matched.
Oh, really?
And it's had about 3 or 4 reprintings now, and it's still doing very, very high for a competitive card.
That card was going strong out of Pharaoh's Rage, wasn't it?
I believe so.
I'm almost positive. It's like the third reprinting. Can't go wrong. More Jax Knights, more Kings Knights, a Rescue Rabbit in there, and a face card fusion once again. And there is 1 pack left, but that only belongs in one guy's hands.
And I pulled a nice Joker's Knight. That's a pretty card.
That is a pretty card. Look
I haven't seen one of those in person. And would you look at that? Pulled it out of the. I'm telling you, this is the pack.
Heavens! Dave just keeps
the pack you want to be
rolling
opening.
along.
This is the pack you want to be opening. We got the Obelisk out of this one. We got Joker's Knight out of that
Yeah,
one.
and that hollow is pretty darn clean, David. So that last one's yours too.
Fingers crossed.
Appreciate you guys for watching this break. Glad we got to show you a couple nice hits coming out of it. This is what we love to do. We play with cardboard at Anything But Commons.
Okay, next for Joker, White Rose Cloister.
I don't recall that from the set list, I'm not gonna lie. We've opened a few of these boxes. I don't remember.
I think we've opened. No, it was something that looked like a mausoleum, I think.
Right.
It's some of the spell cards in this set look very similar, obviously, because it's thematic King's Court. You have castles, knights, etc. But this is a nice card. I like that.
So again, the banger, David nailed it. The Obelisk, the Tormentor. Yeah, I mean, I want to channel my inner Kaiba right now and just scream from the rafters, David, but I didn't hit it, so I can't. So we're going to be submitting that one, guys, because it absolutely looks like a beautiful card. The centering's fantastic. The corners, edges, everything looked really good.
I mean, I'm 2 for 2 now on Obelisk, so if you're watching and you want to rip some King's Court, let me know. I'll try to pull an Obelisk for you.
We're gonna go through the rest of these boxes because I think David's got the hot hand right about now.
I think I got a couple Obelisks. I think I can sense another Egyptian god.
Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. Stay tuned for more of our box breakings, particularly with Yu-Gi-Oh! As we're moving forward. We love doing this stuff. Also, if you're looking to sell any of your collections of Yu-Gi-Oh!, slide in either Dave's inbox or Anything But Commons on IG. We can try and work something out. Have a great afternoon playing with cardboard, everybody.
See you later, guys.